Hey guys, it's Dan, your host, Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another video for Fear the Walking Dead. And in today's video, we're going to be going over the synopsis for the final 6 episodes of the series. Alright guys, this one's going to be doing a review today, this one's going to be doing a review for Fear the Walking Dead, and in today's video we're going to be doing another video, we're going to be going over the descriptions, the synopsis for the final 6 episodes of Fear the Walking Dead. So, a few days ago we did a video where we went over the titles for all 6 final episodes of Fear the Walking Dead. I'll put them up on the screen right here so you can take a look at them, but, we can go, more in depth in that, in that video, so if you want to hear my thoughts on the actual titles for the episodes, you can go ahead and watch that video that we did a few days back. But now we're going to go through the descriptions for each episode, a little bit of information about each episode, and do some predictions based off of them. So, without further ado, let's get started with the mid-season premiere, Anton. Episode 7, Strand fights to protect his new life when it is threatened by the arrival of an old friend. Alright, so this episode is definitely going to be our big Strand episode. This is where we're going to return with his character. We know that he goes by the name of Anton based off of, what we've heard at least. We don't know why he calls himself that, but, that's what we've heard. And we know that he somehow has some kind of a son figure. I'm not really sure how that's possible, but he has a son, and obviously it's an adopted kid. I mean, unless Victor got with some sort of rich guy before the apocalypse went down and had sex with him, and then finds out years later that he actually had a son with this guy. Like, I don't know if that's where they're going to go with this, but, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to see. But, I would tend to think that maybe Victor just, kind of was with someone, during the time that he got away from the tower, and, he has a son that way, and, maybe it's just an adopted kid, that's what I'm more so thinking, is that Victor just kind of became the kid's father, but, he's not actually his father, you know what I mean, like one of those type of things. But, anyway, that's going to be interesting, and from what we see in this one, he's with a group of, like, Germans or something, and you got, like, Troy's men that shows up and kind of tells him that there's this woman named Madison that they're trying to find. And this is when Strand first hears about Madison being alive, and apparently he goes and, tries to find her, and he tells her that the wolves are circling, quote unquote, which means Troy's men are trying to, kill her, and he came there to help her. So it's going to be interesting to see that kind of meet up again. It's going to be cool to see a Madison and Victor episode fully fleshed out. That's going to be really, really good. And overall, the mid-season premiere, I mean, I don't really got too much to say aside from that, but, it sounds interesting for sure. Excited to see what they got for Madison and Victor. I'm sure they'll be, very, very major in this episode. They'll probably be carrying the episode. But, yeah, there you go. Now, let's get into Episode 8. Episode 8, The Search for Gas leads to an unexpected reunion that Madison uses as an opportunity. Alright, so Episode 8, this is our big Troy episode. We all know it is. Especially Madison, the reunion. She uses it as, like, an unexpected whatever. Yeah, that's definitely Troy. But in terms of this episode, I mean, Troy he's gonna reign hell, right? I mean, he's definitely the villain for the final batch of episodes. So it's gonna be interesting to see his return in the series. Not much else to really say about it aside from, well, I guess I'll mention this. The search for gas in Fear the Walking Dead, they've done that plot way too much. All right, I'm just gonna say it. Searching for gas in Fear is like a really, really popular thing. I'm not really sure why they're doing it, but they're doing it again, and there you go, right? But despite what you may think, if you think Troy's return is unrealistic or realistic, it doesn't really matter what you think about it. He's back. He's going to be a huge character in this episode, and, I'm interested to see what they have for him. I definitely fall on the side of I think his return is unrealistic, but we all have our opinions. I think that, Troy returning definitely, whether it's realistic or not, is going to be definitely a good thing for the series because the actor is really amazing and the character of Troy is really great. I just hope the writers can write him well. I hope they don't mess him up because I haven't been too fond of what they've done with Madison since she's returned in the series. So, I hope that maybe Troy can be good, right? Let's hope, right? Now let's get into Episode 9, probably my most hyped episode. Episode 9, Dwight and Sherry confront the demons of their past to secure the better future for themselves. Alright, so Episode 9 sounds pretty interesting. This one definitely is the one I'm the most hyped to see. I'm excited to see the Sanctuary back again. I'm excited to see the redesign of the set and how they're going to kind of do it. And I think Dwight and Sherry leading an episode is definitely going to be really great. I mean, I love Dwight and Sherry. My question is this going to be their last episode, right? Like, do they continue in the season? I tend to think they do, because there's a scene where Dwight and them are kind of watching Troy release his, group of walkers into the mainland, and they're kind of freaking out and saying, like, close the gates and stuff like that. So I tend to think that they'll probably still be around to help out Madison, but it's going to be, which again, Dwight and Madison in the same series, I can't even fathom that. But anyway, that's amazing. But yeah, this episode should be great. A lot of Negan references, a lot of Dwight and Sherry stuff should be really good. We know that June is there with them too, so that should be exciting as well. This is definitely my most hyped episode, right? And this is definitely going to be a very interesting one. I just hope that they don't kill Sherry off. That's my only ask. But aside from that, I'm very interested to see this episode. Now let's get into episode 10.
Episode 10, Madison makes a discovery that could lead her to the answers she seeks.
All right, so this episode is definitely one that I've been kind of curious about. This is the episode that I assume Madison is going to be looking for Alicia. Now, I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. I do think that Alicia Demnam Carey is going to come back for something briefly. Whether Alicia's character is still alive or dead is something that remains to be seen, but I do think that the actress for Alicia will make a small appearance. I do think we're going to wrap that up. I just don't see how in any way, shape, or form you don't bring Alicia back. Like, you have to bring Alicia back. You have to finish the story, and if you don't, it's going to be really tough, you know what I mean? And here's the thing, if the actress for Alicia does not want to come back, if that's something that she just refuses to do, then you have to kill Alicia off. You have to confirm her death, because, if the actress is not going to come back, that's something that you got to answer. You got to answer Alicia's fate in the main Fear the Walking Dead series. I don't care if they're going to do spin-offs later on or whatever they might do. You got to answer this Alicia thing in this show. So hopefully this episode will be the one where we get an answer. I don't know if Alicia will actually appear in this episode. It would be great if she did, but again, I'm not getting my hopes up for that. And here's the thing about it too. I'm not getting my hopes up about it at one point, but the other side of me is also saying, well, do we really want her back? I mean, Alicia kind of got butchered last season as well, you know what I mean? So it's like, part of me is like, okay, I really want to see her back because I want to see the end of that character. I want to see the, reunion between those two characters, and I think that it's something that the fans have been waiting a long time to see. But at the same time, it's like, okay, but are they going to write her correctly, or are they going to screw up Alicia's character even more, right? That's something that, is kind of a big question. Now, let's finish off these last two in one, because I got something to say once these two are done.
Episode 11, the Horde, led by Troy, surrounds the walls of Padre. Madison and her people must fight for their survival to save what remains. Episode 12, as the series comes to an end, the fate of Padre's survivors seems to rest in the hands of an unexpected hero.
All right, so based off what I've heard from these last two episodes, and again, this is a rumor, is that both of these episodes will serve as a double series finale. So these might be airing together, right? Now, again, don't quote me on it, but that's a big rumor that's going on. And when I read these descriptions, I can honestly say I can feel how close together these are. Troy attacks Padre, releases the Horde in the penultimate. We get some fighting, we get some stuff like that, probably a few deaths, and then in the series finale, we continue that battle in Padre, but a unexpected hero comes in and saves the day. Now, here's what I'll say about that. Definitely think that the unexpected hero is going to be either Alicia or it's going to be another character of some kind. Now, I don't know if they would bring in the Commonwealth. I mean, that right there would be like a great ending for Fear. Commonwealth comes in, maybe Mercer comes in with the Stormtroopers and wipes out, the zombies in Padre and stuff.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
And then our group goes back to the Commonwealth, and that's the end of Fear, is them living happily in the Commonwealth, right? But I don't know if they're going to go like that. I really wish they would. I really wish they would just bring the Fear characters over to The Walking Dead. I feel like that's one thing they should have done a long time ago, but maybe it's wishful thinking, But if Padre gets destroyed and, our group has just nothing, that would not be a good end for the show. I feel like they gotta do something related to The Walking Dead at the end of this show. I don't know if they will or not, but it would be amazing if they did. I think that would be a really great way to end it. But Anyway, there are the descriptions for the final batch of episodes of Fear the Walking Dead. Should be interesting. Should be an interesting ride. There's 6 episodes left, although it might be 5 more weeks of Fear, and then the show will be over. Crazy that we made it to this point. Crazy that Fear is about ready to start kicking off its final batch of episodes. There's a lot of times where I wanted to stop reviewing this show. I'm not going to lie to you guys. A lot of times that I just didn't want to review the show. I didn't want to cover it anymore. And you guys always kept making me come back to review, the next seasons. You guys wanted to see the reviews for Fear. You guys want to see it continue. I'm a big Walking Dead fan, but this show damn near lost me a few times. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I can't believe that I've actually made it to the end of the show, and we've made it to the end of this journey. So, gonna be cool to see how it wraps up. Definitely interested to see what we got, and we will be reviewing all the episodes and capping this thing off. So, if you're new to the channel, guys, and you enjoyed this video, make sure to click the subscribe button so you don't miss any of the videos for Fear the Walking Dead. Make sure to follow me at Dan's The Walking Dead Reviews on Instagram, guys. And, of course, I'll see you guys really soon for more videos for Fear the Walking Dead. Enjoy the rest of the day, guys, and peace out.